large here. Time to talk about anyway. I might be shaking it up a little bit today. Because if we go back 6 to 8 months ago, when a lot of people started finding out about the movements and stuff, about certain accounts being out there and all, whether you believe they exist or they don't, that's all up to you. Plain and simple. I don't mind poking a bear, because the den I'm about to play with got a whole bunch of bears. They sleeping. I'm running through with the bungee, and I'm going to hook it up to the back, hook the stick up to it with a release. I'm going to bring the string back out. We're just going to let the stick smack all the fucking bears while we outside the cave. It's going to be awesome. Or I may just smack them on the way through. I'll run out the other side. So, we've had some issues in the past with people disappearing for wild aliens, talking shit, talking bullshit about stuff, trying to get people locked up, all that kind of stuff. Well, you know how the world is. The world goes round, and it always winds up in the same damn place it was. Well, the fun part about this is we are going to be there and look at how it came back around. Because history always repeats itself, correct? Correct. Okay. Now, biggest issues are lying, scamming, talking shit about being in a group or not being in a group, riding fences. Because you know what happens when you ride a fence? You wind up with a hell of a lot of saddle soreness, because you're going to try to straddle that fence and walk it just perfectly so nobody tells you on that line. But guess what happens? Days like today, somebody hit that damn fence with a fucking bulldozer and you fell down and racked yourself. Male or female, they both get racked the same when it comes to the damn fence. Nice metal round bar about yay big. Crack! You know, it's amazing. So, let's talk about some of the first problems we had with the group. You know, the government shills, all that stuff. People putting out crap because they didn't want other people getting viewership and all that stuff. Okay, cool, whatever. Do your thing. We just block you. We go on about our business. Problem now is those people are putting out information just like what was put out before. And now they're getting viewership. Kind of crazy. I mean, if you look at it, we had Mike O'Brien, as I refer to personally as Lion O'Brien, not able to show any proof that this PS4 that he got was ever purchased with these set accounts. Though a lot of us did our research, we did our trials, tests, tribulations, all that, and we found out, okay, the accounts obviously exist because of this, and this, and this. Now, all disclaimers were put out back then. You cannot buy anything using these accounts. They're strictly for the offsetting of debt. Now, Lionel Bryan tried to say this. My Cindy K. Courier brought up an interesting thing about, add these numbers to the back, and that'll let everything go through. Didn't work then. Ginger brought up the same thing. Didn't work. Now we got Money Boys in the building bringing up this stuff. Bought a truck. Where's the proof? I don't care about seeing a vehicle. I want to see the payments that were made proving that an account was used. Writing checks or having checks made. Cheapo checks ain't going to actually be validated that an account actually exists. Just as Virgo Triad put out, they're not going to employ somebody to verify that each account works whenever they're only getting a few dollars for a thing of checks. Very interesting, because so many people claimed, they automatically have to verify and da-da-da-da-da. And that was a lot of freaking people on the subject. Well, here's the biggest thing you need to realize is there's bank fraud, check fraud, and all that, right? Two of the biggest things that can get your ass in trouble. Now, though it's kind of looked at like it may have been a coded message coming from Mr. Moneyboys, which hopefully that's all it is. But stuff that gets talked about in certain places is coming out today. To a point. If you can't show proof and all to family, then I'm sorry, I got to call bullshit. It's up in the air. It stinks like bullshit. It sounds like bullshit. Smells like bullshit. It must be a duck. No, it's bullshit. Plain and simple. Yes, I noticed my eyes are focused down here because I'm looking at my screen, not my camera up here. So, yeah. I got that issue at the moment with that person. Well, people. Then people getting all antsy and pantsy about information being spewed out through another area. I'm guilty of being pissed off about it because I don't like security issues. Integrity issues is more of what it is. It's security, integrity, all mixed into one. If you in one group, then be in the group. Other groups may not mind you being in another group. But fence riding, as a lot of people have had themselves removed or removed themselves because they're fence riding or didn't care for the information that's being put out or the lack of information being put out because we didn't come up with a automatic da-da-da-da. Here's how you get your accounts. Here's how you access all your money. Because it doesn't work like that. It takes a collective of people coming together, all walks, gender, race, whatever the fuck you want to use as a damn label, which is ridiculous. You never use a label. I mean, if you have to use one, use this one. Human. What was that? Human. Now see, status, color, creed, gender identification, and religion, politics. You know, there's all kinds of freaking labels out there. Cut them out. We quit using them. The division quits happening. People start waking up. I mean, it's not really that hard to do. Everybody thinks it is. It isn't. Because I have my personal, religious, political, financial, gender, sexual orientation, preferences. But do I push any of that on anybody else? Unless I'm asked an opinion about something, no. And why do I do it whenever I'm asked an opinion on something? Because y'all asked for my opinion. So today I'm just giving an opinion, which is my thoughts or my truths according to some, I forget, Mark Christopher or somebody else. You know, I don't remember if it was Mark Christopher or I can't remember what the other guy's name was here in the U.S. that claimed to be up 24/7 for like years or whatever, that does the Parse syntax stuff. But I'm sure if Reality Shaker was on here, he could tell me exactly who it is. Because he's been looking into that guy's stuff. And a lot of the stuff makes good sense from another perspective. I've looked into it. It wasn't really my thing, but good points are brought from every view. And the biggest thing is you have to look out and see everyone's view. Take into consideration everyone's view. Because if you don't, what's the freaking point of working in a unity collective or in any kind of a group with anyone other than yourself? Because if all you're going to do is be narrow-minded and cause division and hate and chaos in a group, you have no reason to be in that group. Take yourself out of it. Don't cause issues with the group. Don't cause issues between the people in the group. It's that freaking simple. I mean, I personally love to chop it up with everybody. I guess that's the word. Talking it up, chopping it up. I don't know how all the different lingos and all that stuff work, or how to properly use them all. Because I'm not a master of linguistics. I don't ever claim to be. I was 4 years Navy. During that time, I moved aircraft. I worked in the kitchen. And I was security. Import security. I did construction after. Basically being the broom bitch. It's that simple. Yeah, I got to run some of the equipment, but I was basically the broom bitch. Then I was freaking Army for 3.5 years, where I got to still go on deployments just like the Navy. And I got medically discharged for my back, my knees, PTSD. Got a nice scar. Should be able to see right across there. Coming all the way across. From a can of peas and carrots, little fuckers. But one of them big cans, them 7-pound cans, 10-pound cans, whatever they're called, of peas and carrots exploding in the burn pit and partially severing the tendon in my ring finger. Now, I wish I would have just snipped the fucking finger off, called it good. Then I would have had full usage of my hand, no issues, anything. No need for physical therapy, none of it. But I went in, I drove myself back to the medical hooch after that happened. Opened the door, I said, hey, if you all got time, do me a favor. Clean that up, super glue stitches, something like that, and let me go back to work. Because I ain't got time for no bullshit. Same rules apply. I still have no time for bullshit. So, if you're trying to get somebody to make checks, buy information, pay for having you fill out their information, being fucking psycho and causing problems, I ain't got time for your shit. Or if you're just there to get money. If all you're worried about is fucking money and not becoming something bigger, more important out there, hey, I ain't got time for your ass. I'll tell you right now. Anybody can see this video because it's public. I'm sure it's been shared in at least one location already. If it hasn't, I don't know how to set up a share thing because I don't have all the fancy little thingies on here to do the shit myself at the moment. But, you know, key point is, don't try to fuck people over. Don't try to take advantage of people. That's the same as fucking them over. Or you're going to deal with somebody like me. And I will drop fucking names if I have to. I don't like to. But if it seems like it's needed, by all means, I will drop like a motherfucker. Now, if I was to get interrogated, name, rank, social. Name, rank, social. Name, rank, social. Because I believe in the group that I'm with. I believe they have the same integrity that's all they're going to give out if they was interrogated for any reason. Do I think there's people that are trying to scheme against us? Oh, yes. Most definitely. Do I think some of those people might be in our group at the moment? Oh, fuck yeah. Because they look at loyalty towards one person as being more powerful than loyalty towards the collective of everyone. We don't need the shit at all. And I will beat this horse into the ground all the way across to China. I don't care. People don't want to watch it. That's cool. But if you can't have compassion for your fellow people, then you're an issue. I know I'm an issue on that point because a lot of times I don't show compassion. I know it's sitting back there, but I don't use it. But, you know, that's where my disclaimer comes in. I'm an asshole. And I'm the crazy sergeant. And I have no problem calling bullshit bullshit. But I think from now, I'm going to go drop a link and jump over to a hangout. And anybody that wants to come in, chop it up a little bit. Wah, wah, wah. come on in. Let's talk. Because that's the only problem with YouTube is it's only like a one-way conversation. You don't get all the beautiful voices and people and their perspectives and views in on the conversation. Yeah, you got people over here on the side talking to you, but sometimes it's not even about what you're talking about. Sometimes it is. And it's like, okay, yeah. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. I see you. Like, I see you, Yoda. I see you, little cutie baby. Because I'm not going to drop names. You know? But I'm going to go drop a link in a tow yard in a repossession room. And anybody that wants to jump on and hang out, we can chop it up there. Talk to y'all later. Have a great day if you don't come over. Best wishes. Hopefully talk with you tonight.